Socrates once said, "All I know is that I know nothing." A sentiment which put him at the cornerstone of Western philosophy, but failed to get him past the audition stage of Only Connect. He didn't even know the order of Peter Gabriel's solo albums. So, was the fifth one, of course. Let's meet tonight's teams. On my right, Dan Shane, a software engineer who's making his first TV appearance since his memorable turn on Sky's Fun Factory at the age of 11. Lindsay Koo, a university lecturer with a PhD in classics who's the subject of a dedication in a Latin dictionary. And their captain, Vicky Sunter, an editor in academic publishing with a degree in linguistics who enjoys niche historical travel literature. United by a love of languages, they are the Polyglots. So, Vicky, what languages does your team speak?
Lindsay knows Latin and ancient Greek. I speak French and Italian and bits of a variety of other European languages. And Dan doesn't speak but knows a variety of programming languages that I don't understand.
Computer languages?
Sadly, yes.
Well, let's see if you can speak the language of quizzing. But first, we're going to meet your opponents. On my left, Jack Johannes Alexander, a maths student and Woody Allen fan who's shared a sweaty handshake with Ed Miliband. Joe Crowther, a maths and philosophy student with an interest in 1970s Italian cinema. And their captain, Alistair Middleton, also a maths student and keen rugby player, unusual combination, with an interest in online gaming. They're all at York University. They are the Yorkers. So presumably you've got the maths covered. What's the weak subjects for your team?
Well, we're not particularly hot on ballet or post-structuralism.
Ballet and post-structuralism?
Yeah.
Those are the main two, aren't they, in quizzing? Let's be honest. But you are good at the toss. You won that, so you'll be going first. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Can we have 2 reads, please?
The 2 reads. The music question will kick off this particular heat. What do these musical clues have in common? Here's the first.
Oh, it's Sylvester. Will you make me feel mighty real? That's it. Well, is it Could be.
Next, please.
The moment that you speak, I want to go play hide and seek. I want to go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon.
Next, please.
You've got a cute way of talking. You've got the better of me.
Next, please.
Looking out
3 seconds.
on the morning rain.
Names of cats for artists.
The artists all have the same name as cats.
As cats?
Yes.
Well, if you named your cats after those artists, they would. But not well-known cats, I'm afraid. So there's a bonus opportunity for the Polyglots.
We think they all start You Make Me Feel.
They do all start You Make Me Feel. What did we hear?
The last one was You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman.
Mm-hmm.
The one before was You Make Me Feel Like Dancing.
That's right.
And I can't remember what else there was.
We had You Make Me Feel Mighty Real, Jimmy Somerville, the singer, and You Make Me Feel So Young, Frank Sinatra. What cats were you thinking of over there?
Well,
I thought the first one was Sylvester.
Well, that was the original, but we heard Jimmy Somerville's cover.
Yeah.
a friend of mine has a cat called Frank.
Right. Then there's Leo Sayer. Most cats are called that.
Yeah.
He does have a wonderful voice, doesn't he? Yes, not cats, I'm afraid. You have not won me over, so the point stays with the Polyglots. And you have your own choice now. Which hieroglyph would you like?
Could we have Eye of Horus, please?
Yes, you could. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
It's got to check. We must need another one, right? Next, please.
Something that the character is doing. Is it the perspective that you're taking in one of their pictures?
Perspective. Can we need another one, right? Next, please. Another one. Next, please. What dogs are doing? Yeah. We think it's what dogs are doing in famous paintings by those artists.
It is exactly what dogs are doing in these works of art. Do you know the names of any of the works of art?
Dogs playing poker.
Yes, I mean, that's not a tough one. Lying next to Venus, do you know which painting that is?
No.
Venus of Urbino. Watching bathers, that's bathers at Asnières. Killing deer is the kill of deer. Dogs feature in all these paintings. Actually, it's a particular sort of dog. Do you know what?
Hounds of some sort.
Spaniels, they are. All spaniels. Obviously, particularly picturesque little creatures. Spaniels feature in all these works of art. So well done. You're on 2 points. Back to you, Yorkers. Will it be another cat-dog question? Will it be ballet, structuralism? We simply don't know. Why don't you choose a hieroglyph?
Can we have the twisted flax, please?
The twisted facts. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Don't know what that is.
No, next, please.
The number.
Was that a song? What song? I can't remember who.
A song by someone.
Yeah, I thought it was from. Or it's a book, I'm not sure. Yeah, no.
Next, please.
That's too false, I think. I don't know anything about it, really. I think any human art is something to do with a guy, like, who's on his deathbed or something. He's like reflecting on
Birdsong, I think, is quite set in hospital.
Yeah, try that.
So they books in hospital.
Yeah, try that.
Are they books set in hospitals?
They are not all set in hospitals. I can't give you that one, so I'm going to show the last clue to the polyglots. You've got another bonus chance.
Bang bang.
Let's fix them.
What?
Let's see.
I can't give you long.
I don't think we've got anything.
No, that's too long. I'm going to tell you the authors of these books. Monstroso is a novel written by Charlie Higson.
It's James Bond, isn't it?
That is right. Charlie Higson, former team captain on a charity Only Connect, wrote Monstroso. Any Human Heart, William Boyd. Sebastian Folkes wrote Birdsong. And Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is by
Ian Fleming.
Ian Fleming. All people who have written books featuring the character James Bond. Which of the actors do you think is most like the James Bond in the books?
Maybe actually Daniel Craig, I think, is most like the one in the books, because he doesn't do all the awful one-liners.
When you say awful, you mean, of course, brilliant.
Yeah, it's awful, but yeah.
Yeah, Roger Moore is obviously the best James Bond, but he's nothing like the character in the books.
David Niven was obviously the best James Bond.
David Niven could perhaps have been the best James Bond if he'd had longer in the role.
Yeah, I think so. I think he needed more time to develop, but he was very good in his short stay.
Yeah. So no points there, but polyglots, you may choose your own hieroglyph.
Lion, please.
Lion. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
No idea. Next, please.
That's the finance.
Yeah, risk it. We think they're financial indexes of those countries.
You think incorrectly, I'm afraid, so I'm going to show the next two clues to the Yorkers. Your turn for a possible bonus point.
They are search engines that are the most popular in those countries.
They are the dominant search engines in those countries. Yes, they certainly sound like they could be financial indices, but no, search engines. And some of them are inherent to those countries, but Yahoo, of course, from California. So you're off the blocks with a bonus point, Yorkers, and your own question now.
Can we have the horned viper, please?
Yes, you may. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Looks like finish.
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
Can we have next, please?
Is it? Oh, wow.
I don't know what it means, so.
Is it something with me? Next, please.
Journey. Isn't it
It's something.
today on the world?
What's
Rain falls today on the world? Is Reagan? Is Reagan?
Can we have another one, please? Next, please.
3 seconds.
All the rain. They're all translations of a phrase. All the rain falls on me, or why does it always rain on me? Something.
I'm going to give you one more go. There's something you're not seeing. Nope, too long, I'm afraid. I'm going to throw it over to the polyglots. Can you give me a perfect answer?
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Raindrops keep falling on my head. Raindrober drøberi mit hår, as they would say in Denmark. What languages are we looking at?
Danish, you've just told us. Italian, German and French.
Regen fällt heute auf die Welt. The most beautiful rendition of the song, I think. Well done. That would have been an awkward moment for you polyglots if you hadn't got that. So you get the bonus point, and you get the last question, which I suspect will be a picture question, because we haven't had one.
Water, please.
Water. What is the connection between these picture clues? Here's the first.
It's a chicken cockerel. It's got to be next, isn't it? Next, please. It's Chinese ears, right? Because no, yeah, good point. Okay, so shall I just say another one? I don't know. What do you think? Next or guess? Next, please.
It's not, isn't it?
I don't know what that is. Another one then?
Yeah.
Next, please. His name's Lord Gilbert.
Is it like rhododendrons?
Yeah.
They start. They all start R-H-O.
Yes, they do, so I'll give you the point. What are we looking at?
Rod Gilbert, rhododendrons, a Rhodesian ridgeback.
Yep.
And something else.
It's a Rhode Island red. Looks absolutely delicious. I could really go a roast chicken about now. They all start R-H-O-D.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to give you the point because they do all start R-H-O. But R-H-O-D, they all are or begin Rod, like the local boy Rod Gilbert at the end there. Would you have known the Rhode Island red?
Yes. I'm quite interested in chickens and poultry, so.
What form does your interest take normally?
Well, like at home we have quite a few chickens.
Do you?
Yeah, all sort of different.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
What sort of chickens?
What, like the breeds?
Yes.
We have 2 Wyandottes, a few Skylines, a Calder Ranger, a Black Rock, and a Light Sussex.
I'm very impressed. You seem sort of urban and cool and young, and yet chickens you've got at home. It is the luck of the draw on this show.
Yeah.
Your team got the language question, they got the chickens one. Unfortunate. Let's have a look at the scores at the end of round 1. The Yorkers have 1 point. The Polyglots are ahead with 4. Round 2 is the sequences round. The clues come sequentially. The teams may see a maximum of 3 because I want to know what comes fourth. You'll be going first again, Yorkers. So please choose a new hieroglyph.
Can we have water, please?
Yes, you can. OK, this time I want you to work out the connection in your head and then what will come fourth in the sequence and tell me that. Your first clue is coming up now.
Okay, so it's going to be American Ryder Cup captain because he captained 4 years ago. I get the next one, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Davis for the third. It's the fourth.
Next, please.
Oh, it's winning Ryder Cup captain, so McGinley will be the fourth one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Go for it.
McGinley.
Is the correct answer. Coming in after 2 clues, you get 3 points. Talk me through what we're looking at.
We are looking at consecutive winning captains in the Ryder Cup. So, McGinley.
Paul Azinger in 2008, Colin Montgomery in 2010, Lath Ball in 2012, and then Paul McGinley last year.
Very well done. They are successive winning Ryder Cup captains, and McGinley, Paul McGinley, who won at Gleneagles in Scotland for Europe, would have come fourth. Back to you, polyglots, to choose a sequence question.
Twisted flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. What would come fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please. This is Craig Day's good. But what is it then? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. Thursday and Friday and Saturday.
It depends whether you want Thursday, Friday, it's on one or not.
So what do we do?
You have to take one.
Next, please.
It's Thursday.
Is it? Wait, it's Thursday.
On Thursday, Friday, Saturday, wasn't it? Just like
No, they're making it Thursday, Friday.
no, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
I have to do something. What am I doing? We're going to go for Thursday, Made Love.
Is the right answer. Why is that the right answer?
The things that Craig David did.
It's the Craig David song 7 Days. Monday we met, Tuesday we went for a drink, Wednesday we made love, Thursday we made love, Friday we made love, Saturday we made love, Sunday we went looking for cystitis treatment. Chilled. Sunday we chilled. I'm so sorry. Yes, a busy week for Craig David, and on Thursday he apparently made love. Very well done. And I'd like to give you a bonus point for looking slightly embarrassed about having to give that answer. I'm extremely sympathetic, but you were correct. Back Back to you, Yorkers, for a question.
Lion, please.
Lion. What is the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
I feel like I recognise the name, but I don't know who it is.
Next, please.
Oh, is it Sharon?
Yeah, it's Janet Yellen.
Janet Yellen.
Yellen.
Is it Yellen or Yellows? I think it's Yellen.
I think it's Yellen.
Janet Yellen.
Janet Yellen.
Is the right answer. You're coming alive in round 2. Why is Janet Yellen the right answer?
I don't know.
It's
They're the chairs of the Federal Reserve.
in consecutive order, and Janet Yellen is the current one.
Yeah.
That is right. Paul Volcker, Alan Greenspan, Ben Bernanke, and the next chair of the Federal Reserve in America, Janet Yellen. Very well done. Back to you then, Polyglots, to pull it back with a question of your own.
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
No idea, right? Next, please. Winter, right? Next, please. Toto. So he must be TT, right? So if that's Tet, if he's TT, Toto, and so Desmond Tutu, it's something, or like the former Archbishop. What was he? Okay. Desmond Tutu.
Have a look at the other clues.
Yeah,
Have another go.
I want to say slang for a degree below a 2-1.
Yes, we want an answer that points to Tutu, Cape Town Archbishop, or ballet costume. But yes, we want to hear about Desmond Tutu, the Archbishop Emeritus of Cape Town, and why.
So French for head is Tet, which is T-E-T-E. We're assuming Thierry Henry is known as TT or something.
That's right, it's a nickname.
And Dorothy's terrier is Toto.
That's right, another dog that appeared in art, Dorothy's Terrier. Not a spaniel that time. Or is it a spaniel? Can you be a spaniel and also a terrier?
No.
I'm not a vet. No? No. That was Toto, so we want to hear something that's Tutu. It could be a ballet costume. It could be Desmond Tutu. It could be a certain sort of degree. Well done. Back to you, Yorkers. What would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
She was presenter of Blue Peter, wasn't she?
I assume
Yeah, she was top of Blue Peter.
Is it? Next, please.
She, oh, I know. Well, she was one of the longest women, wasn't she? She did it for like 10 years or something.
Why is it getting bigger?
Alright, get the notes.
Next, please.
Is it just longest running? Yeah. Baker.
Matt Baker.
Not the right answer. So a bonus chance for you, Polyglots.
Yvette Fielding.
That's not it either. Now, before we see the correct answer, why do you say Matt Baker?
We think it's longest running Blue Peter presenters, and he's the only other one we could think of.
Really? You're so young. And why Yvette Fielding?
Likewise.
None of you can think of the name of the great Blue Peter presenter, John Noakes. I've never felt so old. I mean, I was sort of scratching the name on the corner of my Zimmer frame here behind the desk as you reach for the name. But yes, they are Blue Peter presenters in order of the longest time served, and the great John Noakes would have come next. 12 years, 178 days, hard labour, John Noakes did on Blue Peter. So no points there, but the last question of the round goes to you, Polyglots, the Horned Viper. Again, I suspect it's going to be pictures because we haven't seen them. What would you expect to see in the last picture? Here's the first.
It's probably bowling, but is it specifically isn't it? I think. Should we just next, please? Hands. I don't know. We need that one. I don't know. Next, please. So it must be, what are they ways of getting out?
Yeah, in the most common.
So what's the most common ways? So what is it?
That's
A picture, but that's not.
not a thing. Corners or LBW, yes, it's a picture of LBW.
Picture of.
All I can think of.
3 seconds.
A picture of someone standing in front of a wicket.
For what reason?
We think they're to do with ways of getting out in cricket, and we wanted something that looked like it might be LBW.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So I'm going to throw it over to the Yorkers for a bonus point.
Peter Willie,
The answer is Peter Willie, and perhaps you'd like to explain why.
because the bowler's holding the batsman's willy.
That's right. Getting this one totally comes down to recognising that the second picture is the great cricketer Michael Holding. It's a piece of legendary commentary from Brian Johnson. Nobody quite knows if he ever said it, but have you heard that before?
Yeah, I recognised him, I just couldn't remember his name.
Well, that's right. And so the phrase was the bowler's holding the batsman's willy, and Peter Willie, the batsman, is what we wanted to see in that picture. Very well done. At the end of round 2, then, the Yorkers have 8 points, the Polyglots have 8 points. Time for round 3, the connecting wall. 16 jumbled up clues that the teams must sort into 4 connected groups of 4. They'll get points for finding groups and points for telling me the connections, as well as a bonus 2 points if they get it all right. Polyglots, you'll be going first this time, so please choose lion or water.
Lion, please.
The lion wall. OK, you've got 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
That's a kind of sweet, so is that.
So is eclair,
So is that.
so is
Profiterole.
profiterole. Is there a
But so is a
fourth one? It says
palmier.
palmier, so
Yep,
it's
OK,
like
so
that.
Louvre, Hayward,
Hayward and what?
Without, sorry.
and there's fast cars. There's cars here.
OK,
Okay,
so
so
Tate,
Catherine, Tate,
Hayward,
Louvre,
Louvre and...
Baltic.
Maybe?
Do you want to just put that in straight away?
Do you know it?
Presenters as well. You've got Andy Osho.
Who's Andy Osho?
He's a Channel 4 presenter.
Okay.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is it worth trying to get rid
She's a
of?
comedian.
Yeah, Susan
But so
Calman.
she,
So
isn't
it's-
it?
Sorry, Andy
Osho's
Osho,
comedian.
not Channel.
Comedian.
And Tate.
Comedian, yeah.
Yes.
So,
Right,
And
hold
Osho,
on.
but...
Yeah, there's, and Jenny Eclair is
Yeah.
the other one.
OK, so
It says we've got
do,
five,
yeah, do those
okay,
5, yeah. So...
comment. Without Tate.
There must be
Okay.
Okay,
Right,
so
so
it's
gallery.
a
So
gallery.
3 strikes and you're out now.
The
Hayward.
Baltic is
a gallery.
I think.
So
So that would leave us
So,
with
Roller blind,
blinds.
roller blind,
And I
Venetian
don't know,
blind.
is that...
I've never heard of an icon blind,
Nor
but it could
have
be
I,
an
but-
IKEA thing, so who knows?
Yeah.
But
Do you
it
want to
must be
try
that,
it?
yeah.
But that's not a Tate blind, that's not
No,
Hayward.
no.
Okay, so...
There is a Louvre blind, though.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sure
Okay.
that's a kind of blind.
So try that, and if not, then
Yeah.
maybe
So
I
sorry,
can.
so which ones?
Try
Try
Louvre.
Louvre and Baltic, I think.
But if not, then maybe icon is the
Yeah.
goes in that group.
So Tate,
Tate, Hayward,
Hayward,
Icon.
Baltic.
Icon, Baltic.
That's it. You solved the wall. Very well done. An immediate 4 points for the groups. What about the connections? Tell me the first blue group starting baklava. What's that?
They're delicious pastry things.
They are all pastries. Baklava, Berliner, profiterole, palmier. I wish they were all here now.
Yes.
Next group starting Calman. What's that?
Female comedians.
They are comedians. Susan Calman, Andy Osho, Sue Perkins and Jenny Eclair, all comedians. The next pink group, Tate, Hayward, Icon, Baltic.
I think they're all galleries.
What sort of galleries?
Art galleries.
They are art galleries around the UK. And the final group starting Roller.
Blinds.
They are types of window blind, roller blind, Louvre, Venetian or Roman blind. Very well done. So you do get the maximum of 10 points. We're going to bring back the Yorkers now and give them a new connecting wall. 16 fresh clues still need sorting in the exact same way. It'll be the water wall for you, Yorkers. You've got 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
ODM is a song by, their songs by Lily Allen. It's the Fear and Smile. What's the other one? Jam, maybe?
Treacle.
Tart.
Types of tart. Bakewell, treacle, Manchester, jam, and there's measurement to unit with
In a
one
pickle,
letter,
in a
maybe.
pound.
Pounds,
Yeah.
smile,
Inch.
inch, pounds, smile.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And
another
one.
Acre.
Acre.
Yeah.
What, so jam, pickle, fixed
Fixed,
Okay, right. So we've got
3
so we've
attempts
got
now.
singles
Lily
by
Allen.
Lily Allen.
So
Which will probably be-
and then the rest Alfie. No, what's Bakewell and the initiative? Treacle and Manchester tarts.
Tarts.
That's it. You've solved them all. You made short work of that. So 4 points immediately for finding the groups. What about the connections? We're looking at the first blue group, Pounce, Massacre, Smile, Pinch.
They're all
Units of measurement with well, they end with units of measurement.
Yeah.
So you got ounce, acre, mile.
What sort of
and inch.
units of measurement?
Imperial.
Imperial measurements hidden at the end. Ounce, acre, mile, inch. Not, I have to tell you, the group we expected to be found first. That was meant to be the difficult one.
Rather.
On to the green group, starting Jam. What's that?
They all mean sort of a problem, or like you can be in a jam, in a pickle, in a dilemma.
All
in a
things
fix.
you were not in with that wall. Jam, pickle, dilemma, fix, awkward scenarios. The pink group starting treacle.
They're all tarts.
Tarts, the lot of them. Treacle, Bakewell, Neenish, Manchester. I'm weak with hunger. All this talk of tarts and pastry. It must be nearly dinner time. And the last group starting Alfie.
They are Lily Allen singles.
Alfie, The Fear, LDN 22, all Lily Allen. Slightly more your era than John Noakes, maybe?
Oh,
Yeah. Yes.
Are you fans of Lily Allen?
No.
Not
I've seen her live.
Reason.
I saw her live when she was pregnant.
That counts as a fan to me. I mean, to watch anyone doing anything when they're pregnant, frankly, you've got to be a real fan, in my view. Very well done, well found. That is a maximum of 10 points. Let's have a look at the scores going into the final round. The Yorkers have 18 points, the Polyglots have 18 points. So neck and neck going into the final furlong. Will they fall at the fence of missing vowels? The funk, I suppose you'd call that. We've taken the vowels out of well-known names, phrases and sayings, squidged up the consonants and teams. I want to know, what are the disguised clues? Fingers on buzzers, then. I will tell you that the first 4 clues are all Enid Blyton books. Polyglots.
Noddy goes to Toyland.
Correct. Yorkers?
The Secret Seven.
Yes, it is. Polyglots?
First term at Mallory Towers.
A great book indeed. Polyglots?
5 get in trouble.
I'm afraid that's not the right answer. You lose a point. Yorkers, do you want to have a go?
5 get into trouble.
5 get into trouble. There's another T there. Next category, cliches a boss might use. Polyglots?
Think outside the box.
Correct. Polyglots?
Touch base.
Yes. Yorkers?
There's no I in team.
Well spotted. Polyglots?
Try own dog food.
I'm afraid a Y would not be removed as it's not a vowel, so Yorkers, you've got another chance. No, this horrible phrase apparently used in office life, eat our own dog food. That noise signifies the end of the quiz, and after some very good voweling but a bit of bad luck finishing in second place with 20 points, it's the Polyglots. And the Yorkers, you finish with 21, so very well done. You are through to the next round. Yes, in a reference, these teams are probably too young to get this. Studio is like Mad Max's Thunderdome. 2 enter, only 1 leaves. Unlike Mad Max's Thunderdome, we invite the losers back for another go, so Polyglots will be seeing you again later in the series. Well done, and thanks for playing. You're also invited. All being well, we'll be back here next week, so maybe see you then. Goodbye.